Hello everyone. I hope you're enjoying all the sessions today and you've taken on some tips and learned some things. Welcome to my session. I'm going to be talking to you about the 2021 roadmap and beyond. So all the big projects that we're working on in the system currently and what you can expect over the course of the rest of the year. So my name is Lucy Russell. I'm Head of Product Management here at Fresh Relevance, and our team is expanding. And we've also taken on a permanent UI UX designer, and we're aiming to enhance our system and increase its usability to help our clients get the most ROI out of the system. So some of our focus areas for this year, some of which you will have already seen come into the system and other bits you'll see later on in the year, but personalised content. So this is all about how our users create and then implement all the personalised content that's available, with particular focus on ease of use, and as well as expanding some of the functionality that's there as well. UI UX is an ongoing theme. Those that use our system will have already seen changes happening in this area, and there's more to come later on in the year. Integrations and partnerships. We love playing nicely with others, and we think that a world where systems work well together is so important. So we're always expanding them, and we've got plans to add more this year, as well as maintaining the existing ones that we have. Testing and optimization is so important, and the more that we expand the different personalization tools that you have available, the more important it is that you need to test which content and which personalization tools are performing best for you, because different tools will work well for different clients and different areas of business. So we're expanding our functionality in this area. Then our system already collects loads of information on products, and we already do product recommendations, which have been proven to be better than some of our competitors. So we think there's more that we can do in this area, and we've got a couple of projects later on in the year. And then lastly, as a business, we're increasingly attracting bigger and bigger companies. So we've got quite a few features planned for the year that will help us to scale and make sure that we can support these bigger companies. So let's talk through some of those features. So some of the things that we've actually done in January, we released quite a few things, and I'll go through each one of them in a sec. In February and March, we've been a bit quieter, a couple of features to go through, and we've been working very hard in the background, and we've got two features that are very close to launch. They're actually in beta testing, and more people will see them over the coming weeks. Then we've got a couple of integrations as well that have been done, Actito and Iterable. So going through some of the features that we've released recently in more detail. The site information bar, this can be shown on any website that has the Fresh Relevance code on it, and it's key to giving information about what our code is doing. What we've done is we've done a full UI refresh on the site information bar to make it easier to use and easier to find the information that our code is pulling from your website. Then we've also added user testing pieces to it, so you can test experiences via the site information bar. And then we're planning to add more features to the bar as we go forward. Help videos. So to help our clients get the most out of our system, we've added videos to each page. And there is now at the top of the page an icon you can click. And this will bring up relevant videos for that page. Most of the videos are aimed to be quick, so less than 5 minutes long. And they're aimed to allow you to learn in smaller chunks. If you're looking for ideas, you'll also find some good use cases and quick tips, as well as links to some recent webinars under this panel as well. The Optimized Center has been added. We already had some testing features in our system, but clients often struggle to keep track of what they had set up. So we've introduced the Optimize Center. This is one place where clients can quickly find and track all the tests and optimizations that they've currently got configured within our system. And that allows them to go to their setup for that particular test and change things if they want to, or go straight to the results for that setup. This addition precedes additional optimization functionality that we're adding later in the year, and I'll talk about shortly. Auto-ending for A/B tests has been added. So this auto-ending is based on date or impressions. So a particular date that's reached or volume of impressions. Once either of those have been met, then the auto-ending will automatically display the winning piece of content based on attributed revenue. If you'd like access to this feature, then please speak to your account manager. So in our system, some of our reports where data volume is getting very high because of larger clients, we found that the system has started to slow down a little bit when downloading, because that download was occurring in the browser. So we've created the Download Center to process your report in the background. This basically means that you can carry on working while the download happens. At the moment, this is only active on a few of the reports, so you might not have seen it yet. But as other reports expand and data volumes increase, we'll be rolling it out across some of the other reports as well. Segment updates. So our segment section, it's seen a series of UI updates over the last 6-7 months. And one of those updates has included a new low stock trigger. So you can now trigger an email if somebody's been browsing a particular product or carted a particular product but didn't go to purchase it, but that particular product is now low in stock. So you can send them an email to let them know that it's running low, sort of pushing for that purchase. We've added a few other rules, but we're also adding more rules to come. We've got location of the person that's going to release fairly soon. Other UI UX updates, we've added the settings page, so revamp that page. We've added a footer that's only seen on the newest version of our software. Then there's been colours and icons changing as well, and there's more coming in this area as well, so keep an eye out. So let's talk about some of the exciting stuff that we're building right now, and it's on its way to you very soon. So we're currently reworking the process of creating a new smart block. This is to ensure that you're getting the best smart block for the location that you're using it in. Our new step-by-step process for creating a smart block is going to give you optimal results and will avoid some of the pitfalls that we see some of our clients falling into, where they're using a tactic that isn't quite right for where they're looking to use a smart block. This is currently in testing, so if you haven't seen it yet on the site, we're beta testing. Some of our users will see the beta flag, but not all yet, and we're gently rolling it out to more and more users to try the beta version. So if you haven't seen it yet, hopefully you'll see it very soon, and we'd encourage you to use it and feedback to us and let us know what you think. Smart block editing is getting a full UI revamp as well. So this will sit alongside the create new smart block flow process, that if you've used the new UI for creating your smart block, you'll then also get the new UI for editing it. Most of the features are similar, but we've pulled all the layout styling type settings into one tab. And then we've also pulled up the previewing, so it sits on the right hand side of the screen, which means that you don't have to scroll up and down to see the preview change as you're changing your settings on the left. We're also looking to add a template builder for smart blocks, which should launch at a similar time to the other two features I've just talked about. So the create new smart block flow and the smart block editing. This feature, although it will predominantly be used by our support teams to start with, as they're doing services work where they create custom templates for our clients, we're aiming to roll it out to our clients with more technical knowledge that would really like to be able to create their own templates as well. So this will effectively allow you to create a smart block template that is more in keeping with your brand and your styling, so that each time you create a new smart block, you don't have to create it and then adjust all the colours and the outlines, those kind of settings each time. You can just use your template that you've built. Multi-arm Bandit is going to be an addition to our Optimize Center. So this will allow you to add multiple pieces of content into the same location, and the system will then do all the heavy work for you in working out which one works best towards the goal that you set. For the initial launch, the goals that we're adding into the system are increasing revenue, increasing average order value, and increasing identification. And the system will basically automatically start showing the best performing piece of content that you put in within the slot that you've allocated those pieces of content to. It will also periodically check to see if which one it thinks is the best performing is still the best performing item. So over time, it will just make sure it's optimized and showing the right piece for best return on investment for you. This is now in beta testing. So should be available fairly soon as part of our new advanced optimization module. So if anyone else, any of our lovely clients would like to be a beta tester and help us test this new feature, then please let me know. We know that it's important to have a real clear indication of ROI from a SaaS system. So we're currently reworking our high-level reporting to ensure that the key metrics are easily found and visible. We've spoken to lots of clients about what metrics they'd like to see, and we've condensed that into a clear top-level report where you can just quickly flick through and see all your top-level ROI metrics. This is in build at the moment, so should be released in the not too distant future. So later on this year, some of the features that we're currently scoping out and are in earlier stages, so not quite in build yet, but we are talking about them, scoping them and working out exactly what we're going to do. We have plans to build them later on in the year. We've got another addition to the Optimize Center, so contextual multi-arm bandit. This is similar to multi-arm bandit, but it doesn't just look at the end goal. It also looks at any contextual data it has about the person or the time at which the person is accessing the site, to then try and work out the best piece of content to show for that particular person at that point in time to achieve the goal that you've set that you want to achieve. We're also increasingly looking at our merchandising, and one of the areas we're considering expanding into is category pages, so that on those pages we can help order the products based on a personalised order for that particular person that's viewing that category page, to give you the best return and the best chance of succeeding with a conversion. We're also looking at mid-level reporting, so as well as that high-level reporting, we're starting to look at the mid-level reporting and working out what metrics we should be showing there, and making sure that all our clients can find them really easily and get to the metrics that they care about, including being able to benchmark each smart block against each other. And lastly, site editor. So we love our site editor in the way that it functions, and the fact that you can access changes to your website and add personalized content directly to your website without needing a developer. However, we're aware that it can sometimes be a bit clunky to use, and yeah, there's some features missing from it as well. So we're reviewing its ease of use and making it easier to use, as well as adding some features that we think will enhance what it does. So just to give an overview, We've got a very busy couple of months coming up. We're planning on launching quite a few of the bigger things that we've gone through. One of the things I didn't talk about was IP restriction and single sign-on. So that's part of our enterprise level features and functionality that we are adding to the system. And that will roll out soon. Then contextual multi-arm Bandit and category pages will be later on in this year, hopefully. And we're thinking that mid-level reporting and site editor may be the start of next year. Depending on how fast development goes, it's always hard to tell these things at an early stage. And across the entire year, we're still going to be looking at segments and adding new rules in, and you'll also continue to see more UI UX updates going through. And we're always listening, so we love to hear from our clients in the product team, so keep talking to us. You can email me directly anytime you like. You can contact our support team, and our support team are brilliant at feeding back information to the product team, so feel free to do it that way. Or you can also request a one-to-one with the product team by your account manager. So if you think you've got lots to talk about with us and loads of feedback to give us, please feel free to request a one-to-one and I can have a chat directly with you. And thank you for listening today. I hope you've enjoyed the overview of the developments happening within the Fresh Relevance system during 2021.